Welcome back to the Content Editor Training playlist. In the last video, we learned what the View, Edit, and Revisions tabs do on a basic page. In this video, we're going to make some changes to the content on this basic page. To start making changes to this page, we're going to start by clicking the Edit tab. The very first field is the title, and it's unique because it's the only required field on this page. Everything else is optional for making a basic page. The section below the title is the slideshow. This module lets you add up to 8 images in a rotating carousel on the page. We recommend only using 2 or 3 images, but this isn't a rule and you're free to use as many as you need. To add images to this section, we'll just click Add Media and then Add Files to find one to use. After we select an image to upload, we'll give it some alt text which will describe what the image is for users relying on screen readers. The alt text will also display whenever the image fails to load on the page. Alt text is very important for digital accessibility, and it must accurately describe the contents of an image in a concise but informative manner. Now we'll just save the image and click the Insert Selected button at the bottom of the window. Now let's move on to the body field, which works similarly to Google Docs or Microsoft Word. You have several formatting options such as bold, italics, and alignment, along with the Insert Media tool, which lets you add whatever media you want in the body area. Clicking on an image gives you more options for toggling captions, embedding links, editing alt text, and controlling size and alignment. For this image, we'll just embed a link to another page. We want the link to go to the main ASC site, so after we paste the link, click the green check mark and save the page. The image will direct users there. But what if we want to link to an internal page on the website? First, we'll highlight some text and click the link icon in the body's toolbar. Then we can either type the page's title or paste a URL in the link URL field. For this, we'll just type facilities and click the link in the drop-down list. The title field gives users a description of the page the link goes to. Since we're linking to a facilities page, we'll add to the field list of facilities available to faculty, students, and staff. Now we have some additional context about the page this link takes users to. Let's click Save to move on. Now let's add an email link to contact the web services team with. We'll do the same steps of highlighting the text and clicking the link icon. This time, we're going to type in one word mail to : in the link field and enter the email address. In the title field, we'll just add email the web services team and hit save. We can notice the text in the body area that looks like they should be headings. We're going to fix this, since headings are important for logically structuring your page and for digital accessibility too. Screen reading devices and programs rely on headings to make it easy for a user with visual disabilities to navigate a page. We'll highlight this section of text that says Resources and go over the heading drop-down menu in the body field toolbar. We'll click the menu currently labeled Paragraph to open it and select the option Heading 2. You'll notice there's no Heading 1, and that's because the title of the page itself is already Heading 1. So anything underneath that will at least be Heading 2. Below the Resources heading, we'll add a couple subsections, which will be Heading 3s. This part is very important for digital accessibility too, so please remember to always follow the correct heading structure. For example, You should never put a heading 4 under a heading 2, but you would for a heading 3 and so on. Additionally, we don't really recommend using heading to stylize your text, since doing that can make it harder for users relying on screen readers to navigate your page. Now we'll add an image to the body area. Let's click the Insert Media icon and pick an image from the media library and click Insert Selected. Next, we'll make some adjustments to the image we just embedded. We'll click the image and then resize it by clicking the View mode and choosing 50%. And next, we'll adjust the alignment. And once we select the image again, we'll move over to the icon that says Align Right and Wrap Text, and then click it. Now the text is on the left, and the image is to the right of it. Let's add a file to the page next. Embedding files works similarly to embedding images, since we add them the same way we add images and other media. Now let's click the File tab and find a new file to upload. Once we've done that, we can name the file and give it a description. Before we can save the document, we need to check the Accessibility checkbox. Checking this box acknowledges that you're aware that documents need to meet university requirements for digital accessibility, and that you've taken steps to make sure it's accessible. After we check the box, we can click Save, and the file will be available in the media library. Then we'll click Insert Selected and embed the file to the page. Since this is a Word document, users that click the doc will download it to their device. For files that are PDFs, they'll open in the browser's window instead. And on that note, we covered most of the parts that go into editing a basic page, like adding images, inserting headings, embedding links, and uploading files. In the next video, we're going to cover one more important part of editing pages, the advanced layout section.